Hello, it's me, Totodile Gang, and today I would like to shed a little bit of light on a topic that I just don't think gets talked about quite enough, and that's slightly underrated Pokemon that haven't had Pokemon cards in quite some time, but finally got a mid one. And yeah, I'm talking about Empoleon EX. Howdy, hi, it's the Totodile Gang. Welcome in. If you're new around here, it's good to have you. I hope you hit that subscribe button and that like button and join the Totodile Gang, the friendliest gang in all of Pokemon. And today we're talking about Empoleon, a very cool Pokemon that I believe has not gotten justice from the trading card game in quite some time, if ever, honestly. Not at a time that I've been playing the game has there been a good Empoleon deck, so I'm very glad that the card they released with Phantasmal Flames is pretty freaking decent. There's a lot you can do with this card, which I really like.
Empoleon, the Emperor Pokemon. The edges of its wings are sharp and can slice through an iceberg with ease. That is so cool!
Wait! If you are not one of the 25% of absolute legends that is subscribed to the channel, hit that big red button down below. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm, and I'll love you forever and ever. Alright, back into the video. To start off, this is a tanky Pokemon. We got 320 HP for a regular EX. That's not half bad. And then its attack even takes that a little bit further. Hitting for 3 energies, we can hit 210 damage, which isn't a lot. But on the next turn, this Pokemon takes 60 less damage from attacks. So that's pretty nice. That adds to the tanky factor. Then we also have the Stadium Full Metal Lab, meaning that our Empoleon could potentially take 90 less damage from attacks if you've used this attack on the last turn and you have this stadium in play. Now, easily my favorite part about this Pokemon in terms of tankiness is its ability. Its ability literally is just a built-in mist energy. It just protects you from the effects of attacks, whether that is a TM devolution, whether that's Absol's stupid little auto knockout thing, whether it's Dragapult's damage counters, whether it's Munkidori's confusion. You can reduce so many of these annoying little things in the game today by just playing Empoleon. Now granted, it's not the best attacker, obviously, we already mentioned that. Only hits for 210, and it's a little bit difficult to get all set up. It's a stage 2, it takes 3 energies, blah blah blah. That's why we have Metang partnered with it to accelerate energies to your Empoleon. Its ability allows you to look at the top 4 cards and get as many steel energies as you find there and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Now generally, you're going to hit at least 1 or 2 energies off of this top 4. Not always, as you will see from the gameplay. But it's pretty likely that you'll be able to get your Empoleon powered up on the second turn, ideally, if you're able to get a TM evolution off on your first turn, or pull off the Rare Candy straight into Empoleon. You have a lot of options to get a lot of energies down on the board. Now, in order to get these Pokemon down on the board to begin with, we play the Precious Trolley as our ace spec, and we have 4 Arvins in this deck just to maximize our chances of getting Trolley and TM Evo on our first turn going second, so that ideally we can get 2 Piplups on the bench, 2 Beldums, and 1 Genesect EX, which Genesect EX is the reason why we don't really need Ultra Balls in this deck. Its ability allows you to go get 2 Evolution Steel-type Pokemon. So that'll either get you, ideally, if everything goes well, you got a Piplup up in the active, an energy on it, you Arvin for a Precious Trolley, you got Beldum, Genesect, Piplup. You Genesect for 2 Metangs, just to have them in your hand, and then you should be able to attach your turn, TM Evo, into 2 Prinplups on the bench, and then on that next turn you'd be able to go Empoleon, Metang, and start setting everything up. And then if that Piplup doesn't get knocked out, you could even Rare Candy up a 3rd Empoleon potentially. and just start hitting from there if everything goes perfectly. Now, because Crustle and Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon both exist, we do have one single prize Metagross in this deck. It can hit for 200 damage for 4 energies, which is not that bad. And if you utilize one of my favorite inclusions in this deck, the Black Belt's Training, now you are one-hit KOing a Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, or, I mean, I guess if Crustle has the full Luxurious Cape and all of that, it would take a full Metagross and then potentially that other attack, or Metang's attack for that final KO if you run into a Crustle. Now, we only play 11 Steel Energies. That's not a ton for a deck that's playing Metang. So we do have one Energy Recycler, so that hopefully, once we get 5 or close to 5 energies in the discard pile, we'll be able to Energy Recycler and get those back into the deck and up the chances that we'll be able to hit on our Metal Makers. That's about it as far as the strategy goes. It's really a pretty simple deck. We're trying to go second. We want to get Trolley. We want to TM Evo. We want to hopefully allow ourselves to get an Empoleon down on our second turn. Get as many Metangs down as you can. We play 3 Beldum, 3 Metang. Typically, you're trying to get 2 Metangs down early and then stack the rest of your bench with 1 Genesect and as many Piplups as you can, because obviously we just want a bunch of Empoleons, and to be like, it's very difficult to one-hit KO an Empoleon. Like, your opponent has to have some serious stuff in hand if you've attacked on the last turn, and then especially if you have the full Metal Lab in play, because as mentioned, this is a tank deck. It is tanky. Now, a couple potential inclusions that I just want you guys to know about if you would like to build this deck are Relicanth. This is a super fun inclusion. It allows you to use Prinplup's Snipe attack to turn this into a bit of a snipey tank deck where you can hit 70 damage onto one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So it's not the best, but in certain situations it's huge if you have hit into an opponent a couple times and you just need a little bit more damage to finish them off. And obviously they've moved them to the bench. You can smack down Relicanth and hit for 3 energies, hit 70 damage onto the bench. The Relicanth edition is super fun, but I didn't find myself using it almost ever. So it's just very specific. Another potential inclusion that I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't throw in the deck for the gameplay was at least one Jumbo Ice Cream. If y'all have been watching me for a little bit, you know I'm very excited about this card for Crustle because it allows you to heal 80 damage from one of your Pokemon that has at least 3 energy attached. Empoleon just so happens to hit for 3 energies, and it's a tank. So taking 80 damage off him could be huge in offsetting your opponent's math to allow yourself to have one more turn with that Empoleon. Obviously, I think it's probably better in a stall deck like Crustle, but I do think the Jumbo Ice Cream is a great inclusion in Empoleon Tank. Another inclusion you could go for is the Maximum Belt. Obviously, we only hit for 210. Plus a Maximum Belt, now we're hitting into EXs for 260, plus a Black Belt's Training, you could potentially hit for 300 damage with your Empoleon if you choose the Maximum Belt route. Now, this does entail not playing Precious Trolley, which would lead you to needing more Buddy-Buddy Poffins, more Nest Balls. Like, it would offset because Precious Trolley's taking up the space of so many cards in our deck right now. But I do think if you wanted a more offensive Empoleon build, Maximum Belt would probably be the way to go. And another potential addition would be another couple of Steel Energies. If you can make the space for it, tossing in an extra or 2 or 3 Metal Energies would help the consistency of this deck just by allowing you to hit those Metal Makers a little bit more consistently. 11 Energies is good, but man, it does feel like a little short sometimes, but I don't know what you would take out to put more energies in. I'm not sure. And the final card that I would potentially recommend including are 3 or 4 Pokegears. This would be another thing where you'd have to cut a couple of things to really make it worth it, but it would increase the consistency. I could see cutting a Lillie's, maybe cutting a Stadium, maybe cutting one of those Genesects if you wanted to really risk it if you prize a Genesect. I don't think I would do that, but you could. And you could toss in some Pokegears, and that would make this deck a lot more consistent in getting those supporters that you really, really need to make this deck work. Hey y'all, Editor Ty here. I'm in Chicago, and I totally forgot to include Defiance Vest, which could also be a very fun inclusion in this deck, especially if you wanted to go with a more tanky route, as it makes it so that if you were losing on prize cards, the Pokemon this card is attached to takes 40 less damage, which could be huge for Empoleon. Anyways, back to the video. And speaking of consistency, let's talk about the actual competitive potential of this deck, and as of right now, it's not very high. This is really more of a just for fun type of deck in my opinion, but I do think at some point in the meta, especially if effects of attacks continue to get stronger and stronger as we've seen, I could see a time where Empoleon is a legitimate top 15-ish meta contender. Again, this is in a hypothetical world where the effects of attacks are super strong and it just pays to have a built-in mist energy that nobody can disable as of right now. Unless you put Iron Thorns in the active, but that doesn't have much of an effect of an attack. So I think we're good there. But yeah, this is not going to be a huge ladder winner demolishing every deck you see, but I do think that this is one of those decks that legitimately has a chance into most every deck unless a deck can one-hit KO Empoleon. I think that's the only time if a deck can get up and going consistently and quick and one-hit KO an Empoleon, say if Raging Bolt comes back, I think those are going to be the decks that it's really, really going to struggle into. Other than that, I think it's mostly just struggling against itself. I think it's more of a consistency issue than actually bad matchups, because similar to Blissey, these tank decks work when a lot of other decks aren't thinking about them. A lot of other decks are preparing for Dragapult, for Gardevoir, for Grimmsnarl. Those types of preparations don't do much into a tank deck. That's why Archludon pops up every once in a while and is decent. That's why Blissey had a really good run there where it was doing solid, and I think still does solid every once in a while. And that's why I think Empoleon Tank could be really good at some point, especially if it gets a couple more cards that would like up the damage or help accelerate energies once Metang is rotated out, stuff like that. I've tried this deck with Steven's Metagross. I saw there was I think Snipe the Bench just made a video about this with Steven's Metagross. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. The factor of getting 2 Stage 2 EXs down on my bench just to power up my attacker, I hated that. Or at least just getting Steven's Metagross down, I just really disliked. When Metang is just a quick bang. Just quick evolution, and it's a single prize, and the Metagross can be a good attacker, again, into Cornerstone or Crustle. So, that is why I really, really, really like Metang Empoleon, and let's break down this deck list that I'm going to be using today real quick. We are running 4 Piplups, and then 3 and 3 of Prinplup and Empoleon, and then we have 3 and 3 of Beldum and Metang. I found this to be a very consistent line. Then we got the 2 Genesects and the 1 Fezandipiti, and then the 1 single prize Metagross as an attacker. As far as supporters go, we are very, very reliant on Arven and Lillie's Determination. So we play 4 of each of those, and then we have 2 Boss's Orders, 1 Iono, 1 Research, and then I have included the Black Belt's Training just to hit those 220, 230, 240 HP guys. It can really, really make a difference. And then as far as the items, it's really damn simple because we play the trolley. We play the trolley, and then we got the 2 Buddy-Buddy Poffins, 1 Nest Ball, 1 Earthen Vessel, 1 Energy Recycler, 1 Sacred Ash, and 1 Night Stretcher, as well as that 1 Rare Candy. So we have a little bit of recovery, but it's a lot of one-ups. So this is where it can get a little bit risky with the prize cards. If you prize that Energy Recycler in the wrong game, things can go poorly pretty quickly. but I have found that the inclusion of the Rare Candy has helped with consistency quite a bit. You can use it on a Metagross if you need to get a Metagross down, but usually we are going to be using that on our Empoleon. Again, ideally, the Prinplup that we have, or the Piplup that we have in the active with the energy. Hopefully on our second turn, if everything goes well, we can just Rare Candy right into Empoleon with that bad boy. As far as the stadiums go, we got the one Artazon to get our basics down. I have included the Battle Cage as well, mostly just as a little bit more anti-Dragapult, a little bit more anti-Grimmsnarl protection. I don't like the fact that they can just Monkey Dory twice onto a Metang, or even Monkey Dory 3 times onto a Metang, and just knock them out. I don't like that. So I think the Battle Cage is really useful for protecting those utility Pokemon on our bench. And then we got the one of Full Metal Lab to just beef up our Empoleon a little bit more and reduce the damage that they take from attacks. And for tools, we got the 2 air balloons, which give a Empoleon, a Metang, or a Genesect free retreat, and 2 TM evolutions, because we need to be able to get that, especially if we are able to go second. Getting that TM Evo on the first turn is so huge. And that's the deck list that we are going to be using today for Empoleon Tank. I've been tinkering with this list for a couple of days, trying to figure out the best way I can make it work. And I think this is what I've got for now. But obviously, if things change, I will not be afraid to update you guys. And I hope to be building this guy IRL soon, so that I can take it to like a challenge or a cup or something and like actually record footage for you guys. I think that'd be really cool. So if you'd like to see that, leave a comment down below saying Empoleon is king, because he fucking is. Anyways, let's jump into some gameplay. Well. It's been quite a long time since I've seen you here. Holy fuck! That's actually a pretty damn good hand. Good God, wait. This is fire. Holy shit. Hold on. God damn, I got so caught off guard by the fact that I actually got a good start. Made me cough. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. I think that is quite the first turn. And then hey, might as well just go get a couple Metangs, go check out what we got in here. Got all of our Empoleons. Prized 1 Prinplup and 1 Piplup. Rare candies in there though, which means hopefully, as long as we don't get Iono'd, we will be able to rare candy up an Empoleon, which I don't typically do. We'll be able to rare. It's just kind of in there as a little safety valve, little hey, just in case you need to get going quick. Bang, you know. Ah, shoot, they're gonna force something up. Well, I guess even if they force something else up, we can just push up a different Piplup, so that's okay. It's not the worst thing. Yep, Hyper Blower. We go. Oh no! All right, here, have a different Piplup. So it looks like we've got ourselves a good little tank, or not a little tank, but a good little Tord deck or whatever, which is great. Because, well, it's not great. It's still annoying. But, are you serious, dude? Oh, wait. Defending Pokemon can't retreat. That's an effect, so that'll go away when I evolve. So then we can just still... Oh, we're still chilling, bro. Dude, we're still chilling. Let's go. Alright, we're good, we're good. As long as we have our other air balloon. We do not. We do not. Okay. It's annoying. That's annoying. That's okay. Huh. Okay. Okay. It's alright. It's alright. I'm so pissed I don't have 3 full art Empoleons, and because of the dumbass new rule where you can't just like buy the cards, you know? Oh, an offer on the first one? Come on, dude. An over on the second one? Might as well just get it down. But, like, bruh. How do I go 0 for 8? We got 10 energies in there. How do I go 0 for 8 cards on 2 Metal Makers? Yo, how the fuck does that happen? Ah, shucks. Okay, well. Okay, just another clutch. It's annoying, but hey, there's a Prinplup. What does this do again? Yeah, that's fine. I cannot believe that just happened. Over 8? Let's get some more Pokemon out of the deck. Try to thin it out a little bit more. That was crazy, dude. That was crazy. So realistically, we gotta hit 4 if we want to actually get this. Well, no, we can't, because now he's actually clutched. Fuck. Now we can't just evolve out of it. Dang it. Man, I should have checked to make sure that... Frick. Okay. It's okay. It's fine. We'll take the slow route. Take the slow route. We can knock him out with a Luster Blast here at some point. We'll do a little bossing of our own. Stall him for a second here, you know. And take the slow route. We'll take the scenic route here. We're going oh wait. Yeah, both of our Empoleons are in our hands, so yeah. It's fine. That's fine. 2 Prinplups down. We love it. You love to see it. Oh boy. Man, prizing that other air balloon and prematurely attaching that to the Genesect was easily my biggest mistake thus far. That was very stupid. Wait, what? Lunatone's coming down? What deck am I up against? Thank you. Thank you, Lily's Determination. I very much appreciate you. Now, do we Metal Maker now, or do we wait to Metal Maker after? I feel like we got a Metal Maker now. We're not going to miss another. We're not going to miss another 2 Metal Makers, right? That's fucking insane. I think by the math, that's what I should have done there. Oh, no, yeah, of course. Now I get all my freaking energies. Alright. Okay. Whatever. We got our goddamn Empoleon out, finally. Jesus. Swear to God, if he has just another boss in hand, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. There's another energy. Okay, so this is where all of my energies were. They were just waiting. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. No way, he's got nothing. Brother. This is wild. Okay, let's go ahead and... We don't have that many energies in here, too. Let's just go ahead and Lilies. Let's shuffle those energies back in. Okay, here we go. Toss a little... Oh, uh-oh. Now, the game did just update. There we go. It's like, it's very possible that the game's a little broken right now. Alright, can we hit on a Metal Maker? I swear to God. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate it. Alright. Can we hit on another Metal Maker? Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this accent. We did! Let's go! So now both of our Empoleon are just a single attachment away. Or... nah, we'll just keep doing that. So we could start stacking them up on Metang to use Metagross later, but I think we're good with that. We got these guys on the ropes here. It was looking a little rough for us to begin with. But we made it. We survived 4... What was that? There's my air balloon, of course. 4 missed Metal Makers in a row, I think. If I remember correctly. That's crazy. That's crazy. That doesn't usually happen, I swear. Typically, I'm getting 1, 2... Shit, I've gotten 3 before. And that's kind of the thing. Is like, we're only using 11 energies. It's not the most. I figure this person's about to concede here in a second. It's not the most amount of energies, so it's feasible that we would miss a couple Metal Makers here and there. But man, like, you're able to get through your deck pretty quick as long as you get a couple decent starting, like a decent starting hand. Man, we had such a good starting hand, and then it went downhill so quickly when we could not, when we couldn't hit a damn Metal Maker. But we figured it out, we sorted it out, and now I think my opponent has just quit. But they've done the quit where they just exit out of the app instead of actually conceding. Yep, because they're a little bitch. And that's what little bitches do, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But that's a first dub. Yes, they may have bricked a little bit, but that's okay. We kind of bricked as well, and we survived. And also, I'm pretty confident we would have whooped them, even if they'd gotten their stuff up and going. Well, maybe. Maybe. Anyways, we'll move on to Game 2 with Empoleon Tank. We're 1-0, baby. Let's get game... Oh, shit. Well... Wanted to get game 2 going on a positive start, but that's okay. It's okay. Alright, we're going second anyways. It worked out for the best. That's not the worst start I've ever seen. It's not the worst start I've ever seen. I can throw a Genesect down, hit that Lillies. Like Arven actually wouldn't be better. We kind of needed the ability to gamble here, so I'm cool with that. If the sleeves hold true, seems like we're up against Guardy, but wow, that's a rough first hand. That's unfortunate. All right, give me some good stuff. Ah, so close. We just needed just needed an energy. But as has been our issue in the past, we cannot find a damn energy. Alright. All of our Empoleons are there. All of our Piplups, all of our Printplups, one's in hand. Rare Candy's there, Trolley's there, both air balloons, one of our Evos, and one of our energies. Okay. Well, that's a good first turn. We'll take that. It would have been nicer if we could have gotten the Team Evo off. Because then we could have had 2 Printplups down, and then the ability to just get an Empoleon, obviously, up in the active next turn. But can't always get what you want. But this is I've had much worse starts. And I would say that this is not the most consistent deck. It's not the most competitive deck. This is really just because I like Empoleon. And I'm sure y'all will capture that by the essence of this video. Is just, I just like this Pokemon. And I don't like a lot of other Pokemon decks right now. And this deck actually plays pretty decently into a lot of the decks that I don't like. Plays pretty okay into like Dragapult. And specifically Tordbox. And did my opponent quit already? I wanted to play this match. No, we're including this in the video no matter what. Dude, my opponent totally just quit already. Are you serious? Gosh, dang it. Well, let's see if we can put them out of their misery here. Okay. The move is to clear out the deck as much as possible, I think. Like, math-wise, I think that's the correct move. It didn't work for me last time, but I do believe that this is the correct move. Alright, and then it's all up to these Metal Makers if I can hit 3. Okay. Now we just gotta hit 2 off this one Metal Maker. Come on, buddy. End it right here. Fuck. Okay, well, not quite. Not quite. They just conceded. Well, I didn't have that other energy, but damn it, why do my opponents keep sucking ass? Can we get one good game? Let's move on to game 3. Empoleon's just crushing these people, I guess. I don't know. So one of the reasons why I have not been posting too much, along with just being a little burnt out and not being a huge fan of where the Pokemon TCG game is at right now, not a huge fan of this meta, I've also been doing a couple big work trips, so I've just been on the road and not really able to film and do this fun stuff, but also it means I've been going to a lot of Walmarts, and I found this adorable little motherfucker, and he's so soft. He's so soft. So we got a new Oshawott baby to add to the fam. As you can see, we already got one up there. We got another smaller one, and we have a what's it called? A keychain plush as well. Ooh, Dwebble. Okay, well, Crustal matchup. It's not the best for us. It's not the best, but we can take them potentially. Partially because Empoleon is so freaking difficult to. Oh no! Big Mew's going down. We're on a little bit of a slant. I forgot I had the Oshawott plush. Kind of holding him up. Alright, well, he's a little crooked, but Mew is still standing. I do not hate that. Oh my goodness, I really don't hate that. I do kind of need a good top deck, though. I do kind of need a good top deck. I like a Metang. I really need a Metang right now. Because if I can get a Metang, I could just, boom, 70. Well, I guess if they bench another Pokemon, I could, boom. Okay, they're just going straight into Ascension. Alright. We're in an interesting spot here. We're in a very interesting spot. It's not the worst spot I've ever been in. Not really the best either. We can peck ya. I'll start pecking. Yeah, Buddy-Buddy. Give me down another couple of each, because I'm going to need to go heavy on the Metang here. Bam! 20 damage, bitch. What are you going to deal with that? What are you going to do? Because Metagross can hit for a lot. Like 200. Which... I need to make sure... Yeah, they're resistant to grass. We're good. No Iono? Damn. Kind of really wanted you to Iono me there. Oh, this is that fucking Ogerpon Crustal deck. Interesting. Very interesting. Do they have the energy switch in hand as well? Because that'd be pretty fire. I know that's kind of the whole goal here. I don't know, I've seen this little list going around. Yeah, it's got the... It's interesting. It's interesting. I need a good top deck. Lilies. That'll work. No, that'll work. That's something. I'm thinking TM Evo. And I'm thinking Nest Ball. Yes. Because then we can go get Genesect, which is big. Also, and then that can go get us directly to Metangs. It's like, that's why we don't have Ultra Balls, because we got freaking Genesect. Now, he needs 4 energies there. So yeah, we're going to have to get multiple Metangs set up anyways. Let's see how much energy we can get down on the board here. So we're going to need to focus on one. Come the fuck on, dude. What is my luck today? I swear, right before I'm filming, it's like, oh, energy's galore, you know? Yeah, I think we gotta do that. And I think we're just gonna go ahead and beef him up. And then we'll go get a Prinplup and another Metang. Okay, that's not bad. I'm like, we're going a little slow. And it seems like they're going a little slow as well. But if they have that stadium, they can start going pretty dang quick. So, I don't know. I'm a little scared. I feel like they could definitely take us here. But I'm happy that we got an Empoleon down and 3 Metangs with a Prinplup on the bench. That's cool. Because now we have access to go get Metagross if we need to. And I swear to fucking God, if I can't get 4 energies off of 12 total cards, I'm going to be a little upset. I will. I guess I need 5 technically because I need to get the Empoleon out of there as well. Or if I can get an air balloon. But we'll worry about that when it comes to it. I'm just happy that I got an Arven. That was actually so huge. Getting Genesect down is big. It's big. Okay. Dude, Dawn is so fucking sick for the grass type decks. It's really good for Alakazam too. It's really, really sick for the grass type decks. Are we... What are we weak to? Oh, we're resistant to them. Cool, cool. That's... Hell yeah. Booyah. So yeah, they can take us... They can attack us with Crustle this turn. Any effects? Alright. Hit us for 90, whatever. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, let's do that. 2 energies here would be sick. That's all I'm saying. Fuck. Okay. Oh, I should have Genesected. Damn it. Let's do here to that. Because even if I can't damage them, well, I guess the effect won't matter. Well, but it's not an effect on them, it's an effect on me. Oh, but no, I think Superb Scissors would cut through that. So I need 3. Oh, wow. Wait, I got it. I got the 3. I didn't think I was going to get that. I was like, man, I need 3 energies here. That would be crazy. That is what I got. I got that. Cool. Okay. Yeah, 2 retreat cost sucks, but being able to take out this bitch, I think, is going to be worth it. Well, we can energy recycler stuff back later, you know, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, that was big. That was big. Wow. And there's an energy. I cannot believe we hit 3 on that one after missing one completely and then hitting 1 off the second one. I thought there was no way I was going to be able to get that Crustle out of there. It's like, Crustle's just kind of annoying. I would just rather not deal with it. Oh, this plays the Ludicolo, right? I think. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Alright, we got multiple 210 HP, right? Ludicolo? Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, I do like that art. That's like the one cool art that I've pulled from Phantasmal Flames, was the Ludicolo. You're going to be able to draw some cards, probably take us out here if I had to guess. I think we would want to move up the Empoleon with no damage. Trying to think if it would come into play big time. Might as well. I feel like we might as well. Okay, and then there's Mega Heracross. It's an interesting card. Alright. We'll scooch up this guy and just kind of hope we get a good top deck, honestly. We'll be able to Metal Maker twice, but still. It's pretty mid. That's pretty mid. I don't think we have any more. I was like, yeah. How many energies we got? Oh, God. Oh, that's not. Those odds are not good. Those odds are not good that I'm going to hit anything. Fuck. Dude, we need our energy recycler so bad. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I'm like, I don't want to make him even more powerful than he is. I feel like they're just going to retreat into Mega Venusaur or something. It won't matter. I think we might be cooked here, folks. But we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying. Man, okay, so we have 3 left in deck. 2 on board. That's 5. Wow, so we didn't prize a single energy. We just really, really, really need our energy recycler, which I do believe is in the deck. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's in the deck. We need another Arven bad. I wish I could have just like drawn a nest ball so I didn't have to use my Arven for that. Because fuck, we need an Arven really badly right now. It's the whole thing about like not playing that many energies is when you do discard them, and a lot of times you gotta get through them a little bit. You gotta use them to retreat and use them to play the game. And then you really, 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 really badly need energy recycler and you can't get it. And it's pretty rough. It's unfortunate. Yep. That's kind of what I thought they were gonna do. Oh, okay. Never mind. That is not what I thought they were going to do. Are they going to knock me out here? What are they hitting me for? Oh, God, because it's worth double, too. I think we might be fucked. What is it? Oh, he was just doing it to see how much he had to hit for. Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, we're screwed. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So they would have had it no matter what, even if I hadn't put that energy down. But now we just got rid of another energy for no reason. Whoops. I kind of forgot that this deck can actually hit for crazy amounts if you let them set up, and we let them set up. We let them set up big time. So now we just need one, because we can Night Stretcher for one. There we go. But man, that sucked. That was no fun. I didn't like that. I'm gonna say it. I didn't like it. I think we have one energy left in the deck. I believe. If my math is correct. Oh God, come on, you can do it. Load, load. Come on, buddy. You got this. Come on. Fuck. Come on. Let me do something. Oh, I hate this app. It's so funny. I sat down this morning to film at 10:15 just to realize that they were doing maintenance from 10 to noon, and I went, damn it. Shucks. That is frustrating. But I had some schoolwork that I could do, so I just did that. So it wasn't the worst thing. Oh, I did prize one. Wait, did I do my math wrong? Oh, I think I did my math wrong because I counted the 3 energies after I'd already taken one out and put it onto one of these guys. So I do actually think I did my math wrong. 480. Good God. So we're not even 2-hit KOing them. It's where the black, well, even with the black belts training, we're not doing it because they're healing 60 damage each turn as well. So we're like 3-shotting this motherfucker. They are 2-shotting us, but we're only worth 2 prize cards. They're worth 3. I think this guy's who we need to go after. Try to get him up into the active, but we can't. We don't have a freaking boss. Haven't come across a single boss all game. Low-key hoping they were going to Eono us there. Yeah, not getting. This is where like those Pokegears would come in kind of clutch. I am very obsessed by this little when you put your I'm a little too high. When you put your mouse on your card, God, fuck, dude, these draws are ass, man. It like brings it forward a little bit, and you see like the texture on the card kind of twirl. It's pretty cool. Energy Recycler, thank you. And there's my boss. There's my boss. Okay, I'm trying to think. So they're gonna knock us out after we were having done not much. 210 minus 60. We're doing 150. So we're not even 3-hit KOing them. Okay. What do we do here? Because I really don't know. I think we're just in kind of a difficult spot. Maybe if we can make this guy last a little bit longer, that might be better. Heal 30, so they're healing 90 each fucking turn. But yeah, I think it's still worth it to hit into him just so that my Empoleon will take 60 less. And then if we can find... Did I throw the ice cream scoop in this one? No, I didn't. I took the ice cream scoop out. Damn it. This is where the scoop would be huge. So I think we're going to boss up Fez next turn. And then we're just going to count on finding our other boss. Like, I genuinely think that's our best move. Rather than trying to get through this fucker. Because they can also just retreat at any point. And then I'm kind of screwed anyways. So, and they can also move energies around. Yeah. This deck does that much more damage. Ooh. Wait, no, is it if this Pokemon was damaged? Okay. They're going to try to... Ah, okay. So they're going to take him out, and they're going to mill a couple, probably. Or maybe not. Maybe they're just going to jungle dump. They might just jungle dump. So we have a couple options. Yeah, just going to jungle dump. Okay. I think we just take out Fez. And if they have a boss, they have a boss. And they probably do. But I think that's the move. Let's just take prize cards and let the cards fall as they may. You know? I think we might have been doomed from the start here with just kind of a slow, rough start, unfortunately. So of course, in like the first couple games that we like flew through, you know, it doesn't matter. We don't have much. Well, we have recovery through Sacred Ash, but it's fine. We'll just start setting him up for no real reason. And anyways, as I was saying, man, we were flying through those first couple games, and we actually had like good setups, which really pissed me off. Okay, so we need to get Fez or boss, and we did not. All right, cool. So now we need them to not have boss, and we need to top deck our boss. We need to top deck boss's orders. But yeah, I'm pissed. And then of course with these games, I just do not have a good start, and it's so frustrating. So frustrating. But again, as I said, this is not the it's not the most consistent deck ever, you know. Oh god, they're gonna be able to just 1-hit KO me, aren't they? Now to be fair, my iron feathers might save me. Like, I'm curious how many energies they're actually gonna end up having access to. Be 11 total. They saw that it wasn't gonna knock me out, or what? Why'd they do that? Because if they don't knock me out and they leave Ogerpon in the active, then I win. So my one last hope is that they don't read Iron Feathers, and I think they just did. I think they just read it. Fuck. Okay, it's all right. They're just gonna mountain ramming, potentially. So here's where if I had like max belt, it'd be so fire. If I had max belt and if I top decked black belt's training, I could take this fucker out. But that is the one big issue with this deck, is it just doesn't hit for that much, unfortunately. Wish it did, but it'd be too powerful at the end of the day. Alright, 80, and then that's not bad. Hey, those are 2 cards I didn't want, and then you're going to give me a boss. You're going to give me a boss. Fuck. Okay. We got some options here. None very good. So how much HP do we have left here? We got 240. So they could hit me for 100 plus 210. Plus 210, 310, minus 60, 250, potentially minus 30. Okay, wait. This might be our only fucking shot. This might be our only shot here. I think we might be able to attack into them, and then they might not be able to get me with the Juggernaut Horn. Maybe. Now, if they can, I'm trying to get better signal. If they can replace the stadium, that'd be huge. Because Full Metal Lab is doing a lot of heavy carrying here. And I believe that is what would put me just in the range of being able to do this play. And it's not a very good one, but we're going to do it. Alright. What's happening? Here we go. Oh, God. Dude, I swear, if we can pull this off, I swear to God. I don't think we'll be able to, but if we can pull this off, holy shit. Alright, excited heal, blah, blah, blah. Gonna retreat out of him, probably. Maybe go into Ogre Pond now that this guy's weakened a little bit. But I don't know, I'm like, the 60 plus the full metal lab means I'm not getting, I'm taking 90 less damage next turn. This turn. I think the Iono was the move. Because it seems like they don't have much here. They're going to have to hard retreat. There we go. Then they're going to push in Venusaur. Yep. Alright, that's what I figured was going to happen. Top deck a boss. And everything is good. Life is good. Top deck a boss and life is good. Top deck a boss and life is good. They're only hitting me for what? What did they hit me for? 120? Ah, that's not a boss. This is where the ice cream would be so fire. Damn it. Let's see if we can get some energies. Do we have... I don't know if there are any energies left. Got 6 on board and 5 in the discard. There are no longer any energies left. Okay. I'm really trying to think if there's any way out of this. God, our Sacred Ash is still in there. Do we even have a boss? It's our last prize card. We didn't use 2, right? It's our last prize card. That's game. That would be game. We'll give it to him. That was a well-fought one. We'll make him take... Well, no, they literally have it next turn. Yeah. Well fought. Dang it. God, I thought we were going to, like, weasel our way out of that. But we prized our last boss. Dang, that's rough. Dang, that's rough. Okay, let's get one more good game in with Empoleon, and then we'll finish the video. One more game. Okay. Come on, baby. Give me a decent start and an opponent. Oh, come on, bad start. Give me a decent first hand and an opponent who doesn't just concede instantly. Please. Please. Come on. Like, that last game was a good example of how, like, solid this deck is, where even if you got, like, not a great start, you can recover, you can still do some good stuff. Oh, am I going first or second? Because if I'm going second, if we don't get donked here, I'm gonna be pissed if we get donked. But if we don't get donked, this is, I believe, the best possible starting hand. I'll be able to just trolley. Oh, well, we might get donked. We might get donked. There's a chance. There is a chance. Okay. Oh, God. Please don't pull it off. Oh, no. Please don't do it. If they have Secret Box in hand. Oh, no. So now they just need the stadium. Dude, please don't do it to me. The second I get a good hand. No. Don't you dare. Thank you. Okay. Thank God. Alright. That's fine. They can take this Piplup. I don't give a shit. I just wanted to survive that first bit. Like, I really don't care. I really don't care. Now we could Lilies to try to get an air balloon to get him out of there. And try to steal. I'm kind of tempted to, honestly. We should just play it safe. We should just play it safe. We'll play it safe. Okay. We do have all of our tools in there, so it would have been a decent bet, but I'm not going to take the chance right now. Let's make sure we have... Oh, see? We only have one Prinplup. Of course we only have one Prinplup. Why wouldn't we? So yeah, let's just grab our rare candy here. Dang, that's actually really annoying. It's quite annoying. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. those two. Attach. TM Evo. Yeah. Then we'll just go for a Metang and a Prinplup. Alright, well. Hey, we didn't get donked. And I'm very grateful for that. They were damn close. They were damn close. They're going to take my Piplup. I don't really care. That's fine. I'm trying to think of what they could get up and going next turn. They use fire energies. Do I just push up? I feel like I'm cool with just pushing up Genesect. See if they can take them out. You know, if they can, good on them. I want to hold on to all these guys. There's the jungle, dude. They top decked it, or they got it off their prize cards. Either way, oh my god, we were that fucking close. We were that fucking close. Jesus Christ, what did they just get rid of? Paralysis Jungle and a Carmine? So... Wait. So they either had the win in hand, and they didn't take it, or they both top-decked Perilous Jungle and got it off their prize cards, and they got another one off of... Dude, what the fuck is happening? They got another one off Lilies that they just got rid of. What in the hell? Wild. It is the Mega Latias. I should have guessed it. That's the big poison deck that's going around right now. Should have guessed it. It's a fun one. It's a fun deck. They're going to be doing a decent amount of damage here into Genesect. Alright. Very decent amount of damage. Let's just go grab our air balloon, make sure we have it. I think is going to be the right move. As much as I would like to risk it, I think this is safer. How many energies do we have? 8. Okay, cool. So we either prized 1 or 0. Can't remember. I think... Do I need... We prized 0. Okay, we'll just get that. Just have that for the future. Alright, come on, buddies. Just 1 from each of you. Fuck. Alright, just 2 from one of you. Oh, god fucking damn it. Okay. Probably should have done that before just to thin out the deck a bit. Huh. So they can do 160 here. Is it worth it to just give them one of my Metangs or to let them start hitting into an Empoleon? We'll do that. I'm not gonna get too fancy here. Damn it, I really don't like doing that. That sucked. My Metang luck today has been in the garbage. Like, I'm not lying to you guys. Usually, you don't miss on Metangs this much. I'm genuinely blaming this on just whatever bad luck that I carry into the Pokemon trading card game with me just sticks with me in every form and iteration. Because, like, that's crazy. It's wild how bad that is. Like, just so much missing. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. I didn't even get my freaking attack off. Like, it just sucks. Oh. Okay, well, that... I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want to just be gifted. Oh, now you want to hit the 2 metal makers. Okay, well, it seems as though my opponent may have dipped out on me for some reason, which I don't really understand because they were in a very good position. Start throwing these on Metang. I feel like they're doing pretty dang good right now, but to each their own. Maybe they just missed one and they'll be back, hopefully. Because I don't want to get a win that way. It's pretty cheap, you know. Not very good. It doesn't make for a very good video. I'll take it if I have to. But that doesn't happen IRL. It's not happening in real life. Which is partially why I want to get more into IRL content instead of having to rely on this garbage app where sometimes your opponents just kind of don't, you know, they just kind of quit for one reason or another. But I have been looking into a new camera, like a more vlog type camera that I can just take, because I got like my big ass camera that I use to like shoot the other parts of my videos. But I'm looking into a vlog camera that I can take to challenges and cups and stuff and really show you guys how these funky decks work in real life, because that's what I want to do. Like, I don't want to have to rely on this app. I'll do the app every once in a while maybe, but like I would very much prefer to actually put a little more time into my videos and to make them look a little bit better, in my opinion. Jesus Christ, yeah, they're AFK. There's no reason they would push forward Squawkabilly here. Yeah, and I just want to do more IRL content. Again, not having to rely on this frickin' app. So it has seemed as though they have gone AFK. They have quit, which is a bummer, because I think they were doing good. I feel like they were in a pretty good spot, although I do think this matchup is favorable. So I guess maybe once I got my Empoleons down, they were just like, fuck it. I don't know. I genuinely think like so many of these Pokemon players on the app right now are just like kind of newer and only really are used to playing against certain meta decks, especially if you're playing like a hit and run deck and you're like, fuck it, I have no chance here. I guess I could see why you'd quit, but I feel like they were in a good position there. And so we're just going to wait out. There we go. We finally took it. All right. Well, that's going to be the final of the gameplay. Sorry it had to end on kind of a dud. I really wish they would have played that out because I was really intrigued in seeing where that matchup was going. But I hope this was a good representation of the Empoleon Tank deck. Obviously, you saw I was not hitting my Metangs today, and we still did all right. So if you think about this deck as if you are actually going to hit like two energies on average, well, 1 energy on average per Metang, hitting 2 a pretty decent amount. I don't know, man. My luck is just absolute garbage. But this is a very, very fun deck, and I would highly recommend y'all just give it a try. It's really interesting. And that was Empoleon Tank. Super fun. Obviously not the most consistent, but I like that you can hang with pretty much any deck. And if you get a little lucky, you can pretty much beat any deck, unless they go like super, super fast. But I am a huge fan of Empoleon the Pokémon, and I'm glad that the card doesn't suck. I'm not going to go crazy and tell you guys that it's awesome or that it's a meta killer or anything. But I do think that it's a solid deck that you can have a lot of fun with and kind of frustrate the more, I don't want to say normie, but the more normie Pokemon players that just won't really know what to do with Empoleon. I'm a firm believer that the pure aura and intimidation factor of Empoleon was what made all those people concede on the app. And it wasn't just the app being stupid. So anyways, if you enjoyed Empoleon Tank, let me know down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. That shit really, really helps me out. And hey, if you'd really, really like to help the channel out, you can become a channel member for as little as $2 a month and get videos early, extra emotes in stream. If you join us at a certain tier, you'll get a custom Totodile Gang card. So that's pretty cool. So if you're interested in that, you can check out the info down below. And a huge shout out to my current channel members. We got Plus Ultra G, Justin G, Humble Mareep, Chef Husky, Dominicis, Chase2496, and the Sauce Packet. Y'all are too freaking kind, and I love each and every one of you so freaking much. So thank you. And thank all of you guys for watching. If you're still here, you're an absolute madman. And if you're still here, comment Piplup is the true goat, so that I know that you watched throughout all the video, and it would just make you really cool. So anyways, I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I love y'all, and I should have more content out for you soon. I'm so sorry I was gone for so long, but I'm back, and I love you guys, and I have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.